right, good evening, everyone. Turn this volume down here. All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Manpaw Alliance Break. Hopefully the video is working there. Looks pretty good on my end. Looks solid. We're gonna have a fun one tonight with break 125. Put a few minutes on the clock here to get everybody in and get everybody situated. Let's go with 4 minutes. I'll get the little Raz set up real fast while we're doing that. Boom. Put the clock there, which you can't see. There it is. A little transparent. It's not as transparent as I want it to be with the lights on. There you go. Hope everyone's got a adult beverage for some possible back-to-back cards in SPA. What's going on, Dave? Good to see you. Make sure this is ready to go. Looks like it is. So we're going to do the Raz first, obviously, and that is in this order for the teams. The first place spot, we'll get the Panthers, then Senators, then Lightning, then Yotes, then Kings, then Preds, and Sharks. That's just the order they were off on the website. It's no specific order, but Panthers, Sens, Lightning, Yotes, Kings, Preds, and Sharks 1 through 7. And out of the 14 people, 7 other people will get a team there. What's going on, JD? What's going on, Birdman? Just as a reminder while we're waiting too, 127 has 9 teams left now, and 128 has 11 teams left. 127 being the 3 Chronology boxes, 2 Lumber King boxes, and 1 jersey. And 128 is the Black Diamond Lumber Kings Ultimate Buyback SPA Allure Chronology and the jersey, the kitchen sink, as I called it. And during this break, when we have a little intermission halfway through or so, we're going to drop 0121. Got a new naming convention there, so the first break of 21. And it's going to be a Fanatics jersey, Black Diamond box, Ultimate box, a Lure box, and then someone will win a MVP hobby box that bought into it. But I'll mention those again throughout the break, I'm sure. What's going on, Brian? So a minute and 40 seconds or so, and we will get things going. When I was looking at this box earlier, got like a little plastic string. And I saw one like this on eBay, and they called it the last print, like where the plastic kind of clings to it. I don't know if that's true or not, or being the last one in that run that was sealed. So I don't know if it's true, but just a little extra plastic hanging off there. That's me prepping for the breaks there, going over the product and looking at strings. Heavily invested in this one, but I really wanted to see a break tonight. Yeah, hopefully we'll get some solid cards out of this. And that jersey. I think we've hit 2 solid jerseys so far with the Dobson and the Pedersen. So hopefully we pull a third one here that's pretty hot. And what we'll do also is we'll have 1 Hall of Fame guess for box 1. We'll do 1 Hall of Fame guess for Chronology, and then we'll even do a Hall of Fame guess for the jersey. So we'll have a lot of fun. And I'll also go over the who's got who in just a minute as well. But let's knock out this Raz real fast. So it's 14 people that bought a spot for the last 7 teams. It's going to look really blurry here. And we move the camera up. But we had our spots here of Dave Jockey, Zach Finn, David Bird, Garth DeHeer, Foxy, Mr. Pedigo, Caleb Lindy, Garth again, Mr. Bird, Mr. Foxy, Joe Santiago, Mr. Bird, Mr. Dreyer, and Mr. Joe Jockey. So that's the 14 people. 7 of you all will get a team, so 50% odds. And again, what we're going to do is the top person will get the Panthers, second place will get Senators, third will get Lightning, fourth will get Yotes, fifth will get Kings, sixth Preds, and 7 Sharks. So we're going to do this 6 times here and start it off. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. This next one counts. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. And we have Bird at 1 and 2. And 3 and 4 is Foxy and Bird. Foxy, Bird hit good there with all 4 spots. 5 is Mr. Pedigo. 6 is Joe Jockey. Congrats, Joe. And 7 is Joe Santiago. Congrats, Joe. Let's make sure I got that right. Bird, Foxy, Bird. Bird, Foxy, Bird. Brian Pedigo, Joe Jockey, and Joe Santiago. Yep, so that's it. So congrats, everybody that got a team there. And we'll go over the teams real fast here. So I see a couple of you guys talking about who you have in which break. So real quick, I'll start with the Raz just then. Joe Santiago gets the Sharks. Joe Jockey gets the Preds. Brian Pedigo gets the Kings. Birdman with the Yotes. Foxy with the Lightning. Birdman with the Sens. Birdman with the Panthers. Now up to the main teams. Foxy had the Maple Leafs. Scott Katz had the Oilers. Amy Pelzer has the Capitals and VGK. Joel Day has the Penguins, Red Wings, and Wild. Tom Williams has the Avalanche. Welcome aboard the Manpaw Alliance, Tom. Your first break with us. Thanks for giving us a shot. Hopefully pull some Avalanche fire for you. Robert Valentin has the Rangers. Caleb Lindy has the Blackhawks. John Easthope has the Flames. It's also his first order. So welcome, John. Hopefully some Calgary fire for you. Nicole Wright has the Stars. Aaron Kornacki has Canucks, Devils, and Canadians. Jared Slim has the Blues and Flyers. Diego Pasca has the Islanders. It's also his first break with us. Welcome aboard, Diego. Hopefully some Islanders jersey or maybe some Chronology hotness for you. Birdman has the Hurricanes. Zach Finn has the Blue Jackets. Mr. Pedigo has the Jets and Sabres. Joseph Santiago with the Ducks. And Tom Williams with the Bruins. So good luck, everyone, here in 1-25. But Zach, we still remember you, though, after the little mix-up on Twitter this afternoon. We remember you. All right, so let's start with some SPA. As I was saying, this one just has some weird little plasticness there. You know, it's part of the end of the seal. Hopefully hopefully a feature watch auto patch in here would be nice. All right, there's our first barcode on the back. There's our second barcode. Kind of blurry there. There it is. Got our seal up front. Our stature paperwork. Nobody wants. And our packs. Empty box. We are going to shuffle them just a little bit here. Boom. Good enough. All right, good luck again, everyone. Hopefully some serious fire tonight. In the second box of SPA, we'll have a Hall of Fame desk. See if anybody can join the elite ranks of Hall of Fame members. So here we go. First card of the night, Rasmus Dahlin for Buffalo. Followed by Tuukka for Boston. Then we have an authentic moment of Sidney Crosby. Phil Kessel, Malkin on the card. Not sure what they're celebrating. Nobody knows. Not going to read it. Connor Hellebuck for the Jets, and Draisaitl for the Oilers is the last two. Of course, if it was the Caps authentic moment, we'd spend 18 minutes talking about it. All right. We have Seth Jones for Columbus, Logan Couture for the Sharks. Authentic moment here for the Lightning, Nikita Kucherov. I think it was most goals for a Russian player, if I remember that little stat right. Victor Arvidsson for Nashville. And we have Joe Pavelski for the Stars, the last two. All right, we got Jonathan Quick for LA. I'm guessing Drew Doughty will be next. And it is. It's a mind reader right there. So back-to-back Kings cards. If you're playing along at home with an adult beverage, now would be the time to take drink number one for back-to-back Kings. We have an SB Essentials for Jesperi Kotkaniemi and Montreal. Oh, that's really in the light there. Don't do that. So Kotkaniemi and the Canadiens. Then we have Teuvo Teravainen for Carolina. Followed by Alex Tuck for VGK as our last card in this pack. All right. We have a very thick card here. But first, we have Jonathan Toews for the Blackhawks. By Jake Gensel for Penguins. And let's see what thickness we have here. Wow, for the Devils. Limited auto material, Nico Hischier, 41 of 50. 41 of 50 for Nico. Nice three-colored patch there. Nice autograph too. A nice big one for Aaron Kornacki with the Devils. Congrats, Aaron. Limited auto material. Show you the back in just a second. I don't have my tape. Just a second here. So nice amount of 50 there for Nico. There's the back. 1920, cool card. Put him on display. The auto horns for Nico and Aaron. Again, that was 41 of 50 for that one. Our next card, we have Oscar Klefbom for the Oilers. And Brad Marchand for the Bruins is our last card. Yeah, not a bad start at all. All right, next up we have Oliver Yorkstrand for Columbus. Thomas Hertl for the Sharks. We have our Series 2 update for Justin Falk and the Blues. Got our first slug of the night. Woo! Last two in this pack is going to be William Karlsson for VGK and Tom Wilson for the Caps. Wilson and Karlsson there. All right, first up in this pack, we got Jonathan Drouin from Montreal. Henrik Lundqvist for the Rangers. A all-star Insert here of Cam Atkinson for the Blue Jackets. Columbus winger scores twice in the finals. So he's got a nice getting hooked there too, right across the stick and hands there. Got another slug. Followed by Matt Dumba for the Wild. Zach Werenski for the Blue Jackets. Dumba and Werenski as the last two. Next up, Miro Heiskanen for the Stars. Garth, you did not, unfortunately. He unfortunately did not. It was Bird got 3 of them: Foxy, Brian Pedigo, Joe Jockey, and Joe Santiago. Mark Scheifele for the Jets. John Gibson limited here for the Ducks. Roman Yossi for Nashville. Braden Shen for the Blues. And last card, Nathan McKinnon for Colorado. McKinnon and Shen. Next up, Carter Hart for Philadelphia. Mr. Marner for the Leafs. Authentic moment here for the Oilers and Connor McDavid. 400th career point in his 306th career game. Very nice stat there. We got our third slug of the night. Jesperi Kotkaniemi for Montreal again, and Jacob Slavin for Carolina as our last two. Slavin and Kotkaniemi. We got Alexander Barkov for the Panthers. Brady Tkachuk for Ottawa. Have a young gun here for the Rangers of Igor Shesterkin. Nice young gun there for the Rangers. Rangers going to Robert Valentin. Slugs are fire. That's right. They are. But a nice one there for Rob, the young gun of Igor. And the last two, we have Eric Stahl from Minnesota and Ryan O'Reilly for the Blues. Stahl and O'Reilly. Next up, we have Dylan Strome for Chicago. Matthew Tkachuk for Calgary. And for Columbus, Future Watch auto of Alexander Texier. So for the Blue Jackets, and Zach, 709 of 999. So you didn't win a spot, Zach, but you got a nice Future Watch auto of Mr. Texier. So congrats there. I'm sure you'll be happy with that one. Really cool Future Watch. And again, this was 709 of 999. 709 of 999. We'll throw them over here too. Do the auto horns for Alexander and Zach. Yeah, what's going on, Jared? And our last two from this pack is Blake Wheeler for the Jets and Mr. Pedersen for the Canucks. Pedersen and Wheeler. I was saying earlier, Was surprised getting his Fanatics jersey last time, and hopefully we'll keep the hits coming with those. All right, we have John Klingberg for the Stars. Nico Hischier for the Devils. Got his limited auto material back there. Here's our first auto. Jesperi Kotkaniemi for the Canadiens with a limited run. Have our fourth slug. And last two of this pack, we have Tyler Bertuzzi and Braden Point. So Red Wings and Lightning is the last two there. All right, first up, we have Bo Horvat. Got Gruby for Colorado. Young gun here for Dallas and Nick Camano. Thought just for a split second it was Mr. L'Esperance. He made an appearance in our Zoom call last night, or in the Raz/Zoom call. So Nick Camano, young gun there, going to the Stars. And last two cards from this pack, we have John Gibson for the Ducks and Matt Murray for the Penguins. Gibson and Murray. Stars was Nicole Wright. So the young gun goes to her. All right, first up, we got Stamkos for the Lightning. Carey Price from Montreal. SP Essentials of Miro Heiskanen, Dallas. Jeff Skinner for Buffalo, and Joe Thornton for the Sharks. Those are our last two cards. Thornton and Skinner. Next up, PK for the Devils. Followed by Anthony Mantha for Detroit. Jacob Slavin Limited for Carolina. Cam Atkinson for Columbus. And last card, Jacob Vrana for Washington. Atkinson and Mr. Vrana. I wonder if Zach left. I wonder if he knows he got that auto. He hasn't said anything in the chat. I'll make sure to tweet photos after the break tonight of all the big hits. Gotta remind myself to do that. Morgan Riley here for the Leafs. Followed by Dylan Larkin for Detroit. SP Essentials for Pasta and the Bruins. Might be the new captain there of Boston as the Giant comes down to us here in Washington. Should be interesting. Trocheck for the Swamp Kitties and Kyle Turris for Nashville. So last two cards. All right, we got Malkin for the Penguins. I think Bergeron? I mean, it's going to be one of the two. I think we talked about that bird. But Bergeron or Pasta, one of the two. Pierre Dubois for Columbus. Spectrum FX here of Rasmus Dahlin and Buffalo. Sleeve him up real fast. Nice one there for Buffalo. And last two cards in this pack, we have Bob and Patrick Kane. Bobrovsky and Patrick. Down to two packs left. We pulled the Future Watch auto. We got the extra limited auto materials, which I'm guessing would be a case hit. Probably takes the place of a Future Watch auto. That's a super nice one. DeBrusk for Boston. Duncan Keith for the Blackhawks. I hope it is a Benajad. I'm reading you guys in the chat. I think he's young, aggressive player. Good scorer. Be cool if it was him. Connor Brown for the Senators, even though I'm not a big Rangers fan. Our last slug of this box, Breadman for the Rangers, and Mikko Rantanen for the Avs. So Panarin and Rantanen. And one pack left in our first box of SPA. We have Dougie Hamilton for Carolina. Sid the Kid for the Penguins. Another Spectrum FX level 1 of Jake Wallman in the Blues. Jake Wallman. And last two cards from box 1, we have Anders Lee for the Islanders and DeBrincat for the Blackhawks. Lee and DeBrincat. So what we'll do right now is no Dallas hits yet. We will do Hall of Fame guesses for the first auto in the SPA. And if you're new to the breaks, which we got a couple new guys tonight, you guess the first auto that is pulled, and you will join the elite ranks of the OG Robert Valentine, two-time Hall of Fame guesser inductee David Bird, and our most recent guesser in cursive, Mr. Matt Dreyer. Hopefully we'll get a new inductee tonight. We've got our green jacket ready. All right, Brian says Suzuki. Birdman says Mr. Coolman. Trent Frederick. DeBrincat for Foxy. Kirby Dack for DZ. Zach F says Nico. Yeah, so Zach is back. Zach, did you see your auto? So we have 6 guesses. There's 15 of you in here. We'll give it about 30 more seconds. He will join the elite ranks. Okay, cool. Zach saw it. As that final 30 seconds of wrapping up, we'll just go ahead and get the plastic off this one. Brandstrom for old JD, Mr. Day. We got Glass for Jared. Matt Waugh for Joe S. All right, we got some guesses coming in. There's our first barcode. Our second barcode. Our seal. Our stature paperwork. And our packs. Our empty box. Quick little shuffle. No particular order at all. Boom. All right, we'll close the guesses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 guesses out of 14 people. Pretty good. See what we can do here. Put the camera down just a tad there. All right. See what our second box has for us. All right, first up, Matthew Tkachuk for Calgary. Stamkos for the Lightning. Alex Ovechkin limited card here for the Caps. Got a Future Watch numbered here, not signed, for LA, Nikolai Prokhorkin for the Kings. All right, Nikolai Prokhorkin for LA. Give me just a second. All right. And our last card out of that pack was Marc-Andre Fleury for Vegas. My Hall of Fame guess is going to be Joe Esperance. I'll stick with him. I forgot to get my guess in on time, but Carey Price for Montreal. Mr. DeBrusque for Boston. Spectrum FX here of Sidney Crosby. And Tuxedo Chickens. A nice card, even though it's Crosby. We'll look past that. Eric Stahl for the Wild. And Ryan O'Reilly for the Blues is their last two. O'Reilly and Stahl. So after this box, we'll take our little intermission. We'll do about a 5-minute intermission. We'll drop that new break. If you guys didn't hear, we'll go over it real fast. It's 0121. I changed naming convention around for the new year. So box 1 in the year 2021. Fanatics jersey, Black Diamond box, Ultimate box, and a Lure box. And then somebody will win a box of Hobby MVP that we were not going to break live, but we'll just mail it to you as well. So if you buy a spot, you got a chance at getting a box of MVP just as a bonus for that one. So we'll drop that here after this box. Anthony Mantha for the Red Wings. Malpin for the Penguins. We have our authentic moments of Jack Hughes, where he signs his deal with the Devils. Phil Kessel with the Desert Dogs. And last card, Torrey Krug for Boston. Krug and Kessel. Next up, we have Ricardo Kell for the Ducks. And just point this out here real fast. You see that one is a little banged up right there on top. You can see the little lip there. Luckily, it's just a base card, but it still sucks. Kind of weight or something got it. So if you see that one, Joe, kind of out of the pack like that, unfortunately. That little press down mark right there. All right, Vasilevsky for the Lightning. Series 2 insert for Blake Coleman, the Lightning. Back-to-back Lightning is drink number 2 of the night. You're playing along at home. Blake Wheeler for the Jets. And our last card is Mr. Pettersson for the Canucks. Wheeler and Pettersson. All right. Hopefully the Islanders in the background of the crunch part. That'd be, if it's Timo, that'd be sick. All right, Jack Eichel for Buffalo. That one's a little banged up too. So a couple packs here, obviously. This one's not as bad as Raquel. You can see just a little indentation there on the top. Oh, it's got some, it had some weight on it or something. But half the size of the Raquel one, but you can still see it for the for this one. Yeah, Foxy, if you don't mind, that'd be cool. Bishop for the Stars. Followed by our Nikita Kucherov moment. And it was the most points in a single season by a Russian-born player for the Lightning. Jeff Skinner for the Sabres. And Joe Thornton for the Sharks is the last two. Skinner and Thornton. My excellent shuffling job has not got us an auto yet. We're getting there. All right, Mark Scheifele for the Jets. Carter Hart for the Flyers. We have a redemption. We'll get to it here in just a second. William Karlsson for VGK. Connor Hellebuck for the Jets. and Tom Wilson for the Caps, Hellebuck and Wilson. So our redemption before, well, we have a new inductee into the Hall of Fame. Let's put the placard out here. Let's all raise a glass. It's crazy how this is. But it is a SPA Future Watch Rookie Auto, numbered 999, of Mr. Trent Frederick, which was guessed by Matty D, who now joins the prestiged ranks of David Bird, and now we have two-time Hall of Fame guessers. Holy cow. Two-time guessers. This is the best day ever. So we will continue Mr. Dreyer's cursive entry into the Hall of Fame guesses. Boom, look at that. Now a two-time Hall of Fame guesser. Bird has competition. Who's going to reach the 6th spot first and become the 3rd time guesser? Who the hell guessed that, dude? Well, Matty D would as the 3rd guesser there. So congrats for Matt for the little game there. Again, Trent Frederick here as our auto. Future Watch Rookie Auto number 183, which is a card number, and it's numbered 999. And Frederick, I'm 99% sure, is a Bruin. If I remember right. Could be wrong. Probably am wrong. We will throw him in here. I'm going to put him on our hit outfield. We'll kind of put him in the back since he doesn't have a picture or anything. But one for Mr. Frederick, and sound the auto horns. Yeah, Matt just got the guess, which there will be a Raccoon prize pack coming to Matt for being the 5th Hall of Fame entry. I had a feeling it would happen tonight. And there'll be an opportunity later, 2 more opportunities with Chronology, and then we'll guess the jersey as well. All right, we have Pierre-Luc Dubois for Columbus. Dougie Hamilton for Carolina. We have our all-star insert here of Stammer with, he scores a flashy between the legs goal during the all-star game. Our first slug of box 2. Sebastian Aho for Carolina and Sean Moynihan for Calgary. Moynihan and Aho. But I think Foxy got you on the right path to buy a spot, and then I think we all distracted you talking about random teams and whatnot, and maybe a deer hunting video. Man, this one's banged up too. So if you look at Trouba there, it's always the first card, it seems. Nasty little roughage there. So something hit the top of them. But again, luckily they're just base, but still it kind of sucks. But you see the little lip there on this one. But Trouba and the Rangers, it always seems to be that front card. I wonder if it was like the front row on the top of the box or something. Matthew Barzal for the Islanders. Got a all-star insert for Gabriel Landeskog and the Avs. Panarin for the Rangers. And last card, Mikko Rantanen for Colorado. Rantanen and Panarin. Next up, for the Leafs, Mitch Marner. followed by Bo Horvath for Vancouver. We have our authentic moments here of Sidney Crosby. Had that one in the first box. Draisaitl for the Oilers. And we got Matthew Dumba for the Wild. And last card, Zach Werenski for Columbus. Dumba and Werenski. Next up, Sid the Kid for the Penguins. Getting the focus there. Jonathan Toews for the Blackhawks. SP Essentials for John Carlson and the Caps. And light flash on that one. So Carlson in Washington. Followed by Ovi for the Caps. Playing on the home. I think drink number 3 or 4. Back-to-back Caps there. And final card, Clayton Keller for the Coyotes. Keller for the Coyotes. Next up, we have Logan Couture for the Sharks. Miro Heiskanen for the Stars. And Future Watch Auto of Matthew Joseph for the Lightning. I think it's one of the older ones. Yeah, from 1819. And it is the inscribed, which is nice, 10/6/18. And the Lightning in this one was, where'd it go? Foxy. Yeah, Foxy with the Razwin. So Matthew Joseph, 32 of 999. 32 of 999. Nice one there for you, Matt. Sound the auto horns for Matthew and Matt. Nope. And then we still have a couple more in that pack. Here's our slug. Teuvo Teravainen for Carolina and Alex Tuck for Vegas. Those are our last 2 cards. All right, next up, Jake Gensel for the Penguins. Dylan Strome for Chicago. Our Series 2 insert of Pasta for the Bruins. And our slug. Brock Besser for Vancouver. And Jonathan Tavares for Toronto. Those are our last 2 cards. Getting all the slug ones here, all the other. Grubauer for Colorado. Morgan Riley for the Maple Leafs. A young gun here of Cale Clegg and LA. So Cale Clegg and the Kings. Kings going to Brian Pettigo. So young gun for you there. Another Raz spot. Have a slug. And Cam Atkinson for Columbus. And Jacob Verana for the Caps. Verana and Atkinson. Yeah, Foxy, you can't do all those things. Especially use the X-ray vision. Carlson for the Sharks. And just to show you guys, a little nudge there on that one too. Just a little banged up there. It's like the 5th card I would, must have been, so it's 4 packs wide. Maybe it's the 4th one. But a little rough spot there. Not as bad as some of the other ones, but it's still noticeable for Carlson there. Mark Stone for Vegas. Limited here, Brock Besser and Canucks. We have a slug. Victor Arvidsson for Nashville and Roman Josi for Nashville. Back-to-back Preds. That is drink number 5, 6, who knows. If you're playing on at home, you know. The Canadian thing I can do. We are born with these gifts. Anyone else lose the video? Hopefully not. We still have video? You guys see everything fine? Hopefully that was just you, Dave. I don't see any problems on my end. Oh, Dave's back. Yeah, hopefully it was just you, Dave. Dylan Larkin with the Red Wings. All right, Joe's good. Yeah, everybody's good. It was just Dave. It was just Dave. Come on, Dave. Dylan Larkin with the Red Wings. Connor McDavid with the Oilers. SP Essentials of Jack Eichel. Bob for the Swamp Kitties. And Patrick Kane for the Blackhawks. Bob and Patrick. So the last 2. Maybe it's so cold up there, Dave. The internet's actually freezing. Duncan Keith for Chicago. Seth Jones for the Blue Jackets. We have a level 1 spectrum of Joey Decord for Ottawa. Cool card there. Last 2 from this pack is Tyler Bertuzzi and Braden Point. So Red Wings and Lightning there. And it looks like we have 2 packs left of SPA. And Foxy will let us know when that break drops. And I'll go over it again here in just a second as we drop it. Claude Giroux for the Flyers. Taylor Hall for Jersey. Clayton Keller, Desert Dogs. Anders Lee for the Islanders. And Oscar Klefbom for the Oilers as the last card. And the last pack here of SPA, we'll do our quick intermission. Another slug I can see. But Jonathan Marchessault for Vegas. And another one, just slightly banged up there. It's horrible. But again, glad at least this is just the base. Mikhail Grenlin here for Nashville. And we have an upside down card of Mitch Marner as an authentic winner. So Marner there for the Leafs. We'll throw him in a sleeve. So Mitch Marner there. We have our slug. And last 2 cards, we have Alex DeBrincat and Brad Marchand for the Bruins. So DeBrincat for Blackhawks and Brad for the Bruins. That wraps up our second box of SPA. We'll take a quick 5-minute break. Put some time on the clock real fast. And boom, go right there. So I move some cards around. So you'll hear some noises in the background. So as a reminder, and Foxy just said it's live, 01-21, so first break in 2021, is another Fanatics jersey, a box of Black Diamond, a box of Ultimate, and a box of Allure. And then there's also a box of MVP that some random buyer will get just for being part of the break. And like I said, we're not going to break the Allure. I'm sorry, we're not going to break the MVP with the break. It'll just come with your cards to that one person that gets it as a random at the start of break 1-21. So that was the Fanatics jersey, Black Diamond, Ultimate, and Allure. And all teams were available there. And as a reminder, also 127 is still out there. That was the 3 Chronology boxes, 2 Lumber King boxes in the jersey. There was 9 teams left last time I looked at that one. And 128 was the kitchen sink, which was Black Diamond, Lumber Kings, Ultimate, Buyback, SPA, Allure, Chronology, and the Fanatics jersey. And last I looked, there's 11 teams left there. So things are kind of moving along with those. So we have our kids been watching with me. We're having a blast. I gave them the Kings. It's fun for them. Awesome. So in about 2 more minutes, we'll get going again. Put the slugs down here for Chronology. Just so we don't put them on the mat directly. And if anybody needs some slugs, just let me know. I've got, how many now? It's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got 11 slugs. If you need some, you can just throw them in with your cards. And about 2 minutes left. And what we'll do also here in our first box of Chronology. Gotcha, Foxy. Thanks. We will do our Hall of Fame guesses now for the first box of Chronology. Get your guesses in. Can we have our 6th person and our 2nd person of the night join our prestigious placard with the 2-time in cursive champ, Matt Dreyer, the 2-time David Bird champ way up in the Northeast, and the OG, the original Robert Valentin down in Florida. I have a feeling between the 1 box of Chronology and maybe the jersey, we can get our 6th person in. All right, Foxy says Austin Matthews. Matty D says Taze. Scott says Aaron Ekblad. Dave says Barzal. Brian says Pedersen. Zach F says Anze Kopitar. The crazy thing with Chronology is there's 223 signers, 225. It could literally be anyone. The guesses were probably easier with SPA or like Allure when it's like the same person over and over, it seems like. But who knows? Somebody might hit them. Brandstrom for Birdman. All right, so we got 20 seconds left on the little timer here. Let's go ahead and cancel that. All right, so do the second half here. And AB Productions saying Jamie Ben. Foxy says Brooks Like. All right. And Ryan polling for JB. Matt says a 3-peat. All right. We have our barcode. Let me get into focus there. Does not want to get into focus. Camera wants to crap out right now. Come on now. There we go. Barcode. Barcode. Seal on top. Our little pack. Empty box. All right. Now, to keep everyone from not peeking, we have our brand new 2021 card. It's a 1-of-1 Dazzler of Buttons the Raccoon. I know it looks like Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's just a misprint. It's actually Buttons the Raccoon. He has his own blue Dazzler this year. Our new card blocking card. Since y'all like to guess and look ahead, there's the empty wrapper. And our first card up, going to the Sharks, Jeff Odgers. I'm not even going to look at the screen. I'm going to say nobody guessed Jeff. But going to Joe Santiago, which is our last spot in the Raz, another Raz team pull of Jeff Odgers for the Sharks. Rocking the old school. It was like the same logo for the Sharks, kind of, but just a not in high def. Like the old school Shark, just black and white, biting things. So congrats, Joe, on the last Raz spot there. So Jeff Odgers, there's the back. 12 NHL seasons. Throw him out in our hit field. And send the auto horns for Jeff and Joe. All right, next up. For the Blues, Lee Stempniak. And the Blues is going to Jared Slim. Congrats, Jared. So Lee Stempniak for St. Louis. It is not numbered. Neither was Jeff Odgers. Just double checking. Put him here. So congrats, Jared and Lee. Here's auto horn. All right, the next one is a thicker card here. I'm wondering if it can be a time capsule, but it is not. If this is an autograph, I just saw it's 2 players, and if it is an autograph card, it's going to be ridiculous. But it's for the Penguins. Who's got the Penguins? Penguins. Joel Day. Holy shit. Mario Lemieux and Jaromir Jagr, dual autograph. Wow. 19 of 25 dual autos. This would be not a dud. So congrats, Joel. Nice one here. Great Penguins card to add to your collection. Holy cow. Get him in the sleeve here real fast. So yeah, first 2 autos there kind of bit on the lower side, but they bounced back with this box of Chronology. So Lemieux and Jagr, 19 of 25 dual auto. There's the back there. And this is actually from 1819, which is kind of funny. A nice card. I'm going to put him right in front. He deserves to go in the front there. So double auto horns for Yager, Lemieux, and Joel. One more time. Yeah, that's a doozy there. Yeah, I hear you, Joe. It's kind of a weird one there. Why do they do that? Last card here is going to be the base, and it is number 222, Marian Gaborik for the Wild. Marian Gaborik. We will sleeve and top load him though. Still a nice card, even though it's out of 222. So Gaborik in the Wild. Yeah, I figured it was the last card, and it wasn't going to be an autograph. All right, so our second box here. Can we top Lemieux and Yager? I think we can. How about a Gretzky and Connor? That'd be sick. I don't even know if that card's out there, but it'd be an awesome one. Barcode here, not one to focus in. Other barcode. And our seal. Pack. All right. Empty wrapper. Dick Duff for Foxy. All right. First up, we have for the Swamp Kitties, Sergei Bobrovsky Diamond Relic with one little manufactured diamond there. Not a bad start, and also a Raz team going to Birdman. So nice one for you, Bird. This is numbered 9 of 36. 9 of 36 for the Diamond Relic of Bob. Solid start there. Very cool card. Next up, it's not Dick Duff, but a funny name. For Calgary, Hakan Lube. I'm sure I messed his name up, but I'm snickering. So for Calgary, rocking the old Jaffa, Hakan Lube for the Flames. And Flames going to John Easthope with his first break. So congrats, John, on your first break with us. Get a Calgary out of there. Played 6 NHL seasons, 450 games, 193 goals. Not too familiar with him. Now, if somebody would have guessed him for the Hall of Fame guess, that would have been hilarious. Yeah, Jaffa with it. It's a clear visor. It just looks kind of dark, but it's a clear one there. But yeah, throw him out in our hit field here for Hakan. And it was John Easthope. Get the auto horns for John and Hakan. All right. Ooh, next up for Columbus, we have Elvis Merzlikins. Nice one for you, Zach. Zach getting a nice hit here with the last box. Got a Texier Future Watch auto earlier, and now a Elvis Chronology auto. So a nice twofer for you tonight, Zach. Columbus gods were smiling down. Elvis and Zach get an auto horn. Oh, not going to stand over. There you go, Zach. All right, one card left. Going to be the base, probably numbered card. Going to Detroit, it is Mr. Dylan Larkin, 184 out of 222. 184 of 222 for Dylan Larkin and the Red Wings. So 184 out of 222 for Dylan. I'm going to put the Hall of Fame guesses, Hall of Fame jersey guesses. I'm spelling it wrong. Go. I'll have to move these cards here real fast. And just to give you guys a pro tip on your guesses, the only team that is not in the jerseys is actually Tampa, which is kind of weird, but don't guess the Tampa player because they're not in there. But Hall of Fame jersey guesses. Let's see if it's our final attempt at the night to get our next person to the Hall of Fame. We got Werenski, Teemu Salami. Yeah, I don't know why you'd have every team but Tampa. Just a weird one. Get those guesses in real fast. Buttons did an excellent job. You'll be seeing more of him in 2021. All right, so Zach said Werenski, Teemu Salami, Jonathan Tavares, Carolina team for Bird, Martin Brodeur for DZ. Jared says Fleury, and Matt Dreyer says Jerome McGinley, Pasta for Scott, Chuck for Brian, Duchesne for JD, Johnny Hockey for AB. All right. How many guesses is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 or 12 guesses there. It's good enough. Let's see what we can do here. There's our seal. And we will go under here, open it up. And it's green. And for the Dallas Stars, it is going to be Ben Bishop. There's the auto there, Ben Bishop 30. Big old green jersey, the 30 there. And it is the Adidas jersey. It almost looks game used. The letters are kind of dirty there. I wonder if it was like a warm up before the game jersey type thing. The letters have little black marks on them. I don't know if you guys can see that. But going in the cold right, who had the Stars, Ben Bishop. Not a bad one at all. So very cool jersey to end the night there. Disregard Brian. What did I miss? Nah. But anyways, cool jersey. And congrats there, Nicole with the Stars. Wrap the back up there. Just stands. Awesome. that's going to wrap up 125. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us. It was a fun break. We had our new inductee, Mr. Dreyer. Put the placard out there, and the light's killing it. Boom, there's our now two-time in cursive champion, Mr. Dreyer, part of our Hall of Fame guessers. But hey, thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight, and a fun little break. Like I said, we posted that new break. It's up and live on the website right now. Plus, we had our two older ones. Hopefully have those filled by Tuesday or so. But stay safe, everyone. Have a good night. We'll see you guys back on Twitter here very shortly with some photos of the hits. Take care. We'll see you all soon. Thanks, guys.